So good morning.
Good morning.
Today what we're going to be talking about with our classroom guidance lesson is the reality check. Okay? And with reality check, it's really about budgeting and just knowing about finances and your money and how you're going to spend your money. Okay, so that's what it is. Because one day you're going to grow up and you're going to be out of high school, you're going to be finished with middle school, be out of high school, go to college, you're going to be finished with college, and you will be in your career choice. And so that's what we're going to be looking at the future. So like you did your career interest inventory with Ms. Smith on Scoils.net, then we're going to be doing the same thing, but we're going to be doing, a little something different with it. Okay. Raise your hand if you get money having a part-time job, maybe you babysit, maybe you cut the grass, or you have money that way. Nobody? Okay, raise your hand. Okay, so keep your hands up. Okay, raise your hand if you get an allowance. Okay? All right, and keep your hands up as well. Okay, raise your hand if you get money from your parents or from your grandparents for birthdays, holidays, Christmas. Okay, all right, so I think everybody's hand in here is raised. Okay, so put your hands down. Okay, so that means at some point in time you have some money of your own that you can choose to spend. So, how many of you with that money that you have that you budget? So raise your hand if you budget out of that money. Not one person? Okay, Jasmine, you budget. Okay, tell us how you budget your money.
I save my money.
Okay, so you save it. Now, what are you saving it for? A what? Okay, so you're saving it for a present for somebody else. Okay, so you're saving your money. Okay? JD, how do you budget?
I usually save up money for a very expensive laptop.
Okay, so you're saving too for something big. So you want a laptop, so you're saving all your money to get that laptop. Heidi, how do you save?
Wait, I have
A
a question.
budget. Budget.
Would budget be like, if you buy stuff like on sale, like?
That's part of budgeting.
I do. I have a savings account. I do too.
Okay, you have a savings account. Okay, and that's part of budgeting too, because you're saving your money. Okay, and Kaya, what were you saying with the sales?
Oh yeah, I like buy stuff on sale a lot. So like that's saving money.
Yes, because you're budgeting then because you say, okay, this is on sale, so I'm getting a good bargain for it, so I'm gonna get it. Okay, how do you budget?
I just save it because I want to.
Because you what?
I saved it.
You just save it. Okay, all right. So that's right. Anybody else? All right. So it sounds like we have a lot of savers in here, which is really good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. And with budgeting, of course, you're going to save your money too, and then you're going to spend some of that money because you may want that big present for somebody that you want to get, for a relative. Maybe you want to get something big or special for yourself. Maybe you want to catch a special sale. So all of that is budgeting. You are saving a portion of your money, and then you have a part of it that you want to spend as well. So all of that is budgeting. And so what we're going to look at too is part of it is our reality check. So I'm going to pass out a worksheet. It's going to have these things listed on it. And we are going to pretend like we are finished with middle school, that we are finished with high school, that we are even finished with college. Okay? So now what you're going to be doing is you are in your job. Whatever career you want to be, so let's say if you want to be a doctor, you're a doctor. If you want to be a teacher, now you are a teacher. So you're in that career. Whatever you want to do, you're doing it now. Okay, so you're in that career. So you're not in college anymore, you are through. And with that part of it, since you are an adult now, come some bills. Because you're going to have to live, right? And so that's what we're going to be doing. So on this sheet that I just passed out to you, everybody have a sheet? Okay, on this sheet that I passed out to you, what I want you to do, this is your reality check worksheet for your monthly expenses, not yearly. So every month. So what you have to do is look at the different categories for housing. Think about what kind of house you want to live in and how much money you're going to spend in order to live in that house. Maybe you want an apartment. So how much money? So with this is like an estimate. And at the end of this, what we're going to do is we're actually going to look at it on your Chromebooks and actually get the reality of it. But this is just what you kind of think about right now. So go through, look at utilities. Utilities is like electricity, sewage, gas, all of those are your utilities. How much you're gonna spend on that each month. Your cell phone, because you know you want a phone. So how much you're gonna spend on your cell phone that it costs. Food, are you gonna eat out, you're gonna eat at home, you know, how much money each month you're gonna spend on your food. Transportation is your car, gas, insurance, all of that, that's transportation. Clothing, maybe you wanna catch some good sales each month. Health, going to the doctor, dentist, paying insurance, your health insurance. Entertainment, going to the movies, going out to eat just with your friends and, you know, just having a good time, that's entertainment. Education, so you're finished with college now, but you got to pay it back, you know, so you had to borrow some money in order to go. So how much are you paying towards your education? Or you may be finished completely and you just want another degree in something. So maybe I'm a teacher now, but I want to go back and I want to get my master's because I have my bachelor's. So now I'm going to have to pay out some more money. How much you going to spend each month on education? Personal care, you know, ladies, you know, we like to get our hair done. So how much you going to spend on that each month? Guys, you want to go get your hair cut. Other personal care items. Every day you got to use soap, you know. You have to, you know, brush your teeth. So all those are personal care items. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is anything else that you can think of that's not included in this list. So maybe you want a pet. So how much is that going to cost you? You got to buy food for it. You got to take it to the veterinarian. You know, so miscellaneous, anything else is not included. Loans, you know, how much you've had to borrow for something else other than education. So maybe you went to the bank and said, like, I need money in order to do something that you really want to do. I want to go take a vacation. So I want to, you know, go borrow some money in order to take my vacation. So now you have to pay that money back. Savings, and how much money do you want to save? So at the end, once you figure out your monthly expenses, you're going to add everything up, and that's going to be your expense total. And your income, remember you're in your career, so you're your teacher, you're an archaeologist, you're whatever career that you want. So try and figure out how much you're going to make in that year. That's probably the easiest way. Figure out how much you're going to make the whole year in that career, and then divide it by 12. And then that's going to give you your monthly income. Okay? So we're going to give you a few minutes to work on that, and I'm going to walk around and help you.
We don't know where to budget these off of. Like, we have no idea how much it costs.
Okay? And, okay, we have an expert at the
Well, it's
table.
not 5
I don't even know how much we want for.
And with housing, when you think about it, you may think like a 3-bedroom house. You can say, okay, how much do you want to spend on it? It's
Probably
monthly.
about,
And you got, like, you
got
down.
part of it.
Okay, what kind of house are you interested in?
I'm good with my
Do you want a house or an apartment?
Just saying.
So a house, a big house.
Like, it depends on the age.
Okay, well, let's say, how old do you want to be? You want to be 25? You want to be 50? Okay, so you're going to be later in your career. Okay. All right, so you're going to have kids in that house of yours? They're going to be older? So would this be your second house, or would this be your house that you're going to have those kids in?
Your retirement house.
Yeah.
So your parents' house?
Retirement from modeling.
Okay, so that might be a little bit smaller, okay? If it's just gonna be you, you know, you and your husband, so maybe 2 people living in the house. Maybe it's gonna be a 3-bedroom house instead of like a 4-bedroom house, okay? So your house may be like $1,000, you know, for like a 3-bedroom. A month.
How much?
Yeah, maybe 1,000. Now, if you want a bigger house, then it's gonna be even more. You know, it can go up to like 2,000.
How much
You know, if you want a small apartment.
But no, honey.
Okay,
We're
then
gonna put down
I'm putting
$1,000 down.
Okay, and some people have that. That's a really, really big house though.
Hey.
My house is not that big.
Yeah, okay.
The house is high enough.
So that gives you an idea of it.
You want, whenever you buy a house, the house might cost $100,000. You might put down $200,000.
So if you add them all up
So
together.
you wouldn't put down any money
Okay,
in
what
the
kind of
house?
house are you looking at?
I would keep track of at least.
No.
So,
Like a mobile home?
yeah. I bought a 500,000.
Okay, well, yeah, so you may, maybe like.
I'm buying, well, Kai's gonna be favorite singer.
And we put down $200,000.
And then you get your utilities.
Or like going to the doctor.
So it's probably like 150.
A month?
One time, sometimes it's like 200.
My parents say $500. My parents pay $500.
Need some help?
And our house costs $500.
You got it?
That's the
Okay, you're doing the total now. Very good.
Zero on loans?
$5,000 on education. You're gonna get paid this much money a month. Wow, that's a really good job.
You know, I won the lottery.
I was a supermodel.
Well, I'm married to Krista.
I'm here at Justin Bieber and I'm a famous singer, so.
Yep. We've got bright futures. That was rude.
Cheryl went to one of the concerts.
Oh, and remember you're just trying to figure it out, like a guesstimate for you.
Nile?
And all together on utilities as in bills cost like.
All I have is
no, it's one
What
loan.
if you don't want to work?
$100.
Wait, how much?
For each phone? Or $100?
Can I use my phone? Because I was
Only one.
Quarries, my home looks for quarries because,
You said, after you get your total, you started with 12?
Yes, after, well, your salary, your income, so trying to figure out how much you're gonna make. So your expense total is all of this added together.
my mom
Is
does
that that? Okay. So your income is going to be, what career are you interested in? Okay, so how much do you think Lori's making a year?
Like 12
Oh, food.
More, yeah, a year.
Have you ever seen that one?
Because remember, you're spending this, which is a lot of money that you're
Dude,
spending.
Daddy.
Yeah, I'm a hungry
I just
person.
think,
And $15 on food.
I just think,
You won't be eating a lot, huh? Okay.
I just think.
So maybe 100,000 possibly? Okay, so divide it by 12. Mhm. And you thought strategically, so how did you do it? What was your plan? Now do you think one thing?
Yes, it will. Mom does work.
It's not my free life.
That's my neighbor.
look it up in Google.
Now food is probably gonna be higher, because you got probably $15. When you think about oranges, burger, and that's $1. That's like $5 each time, right? And so that's one meal. So you're talking about a whole month. So that's
This is my home. It's not my home.
money. Is that how much you think you'll need?
It is.
Divide that by 12.
It is. And it goes all the way on. That's why it costs so much money too, because the lot is like $4,000. You good?
And we're gonna compare it too. All right, we're gonna have 2 more minutes to finish. The education is, what you pay that bill. It was.
Yes, you
So
can.
that's the university.
But still, it's
First, I'll be
unlimited text.
I just missed
Everybody gave us that could be
Just
like,
made out, like you.
would be made up, some's 15,000.
Hey,
Private college, or public,
I'm just-
state
Well,
supported college.
the inside, there's gonna be oak like, but the outside, there's gonna be like.
But see, there's a fire loan,
Plus 10.
The whole thing's going down.
Well, I'm going to put like a sensors, so
This still won't help.
those sensors, so it can sense the thing as like,
But what if you're inside your house and it's like,
about the water in
it's like,
It's safety, it's crafty.
I got scared.
Restaurant and shop, they look sweet.
That doesn't mean you're gonna get everything.
I just heard one high school teacher was
You can figure out how much you
basically all.
I'm gonna have a lot of dreams
I'm sorry, silly.
Yeah, you're right on the side.
Why did I say Molly? I'm thinking of her.
Let's do it.
I want to be a surgeon. I did.
But then I want to be a specialist.
I wouldn't.
Because,
Education would fall under loans by 50. Education would fall under loans by 50.
Yeah, or you can put it in your
The youngest one is a month. There's the shape of my
I want to be a surgeon.
Either way.
And then when, and then I want to be a lawyer.
I want to make it
So we're going to be doing the same thing.
I was already used to
We're
it.
going to be doing
Okay, one more minute.
Your income is your savings.
How much surgeons?
Like per year? Oh, probably over 100,000.
I don't think switch to a surgeon.
I would think.
I like helping people too, but now you got to
That's
like,
40 times 12.
I think it's interesting.
That's fun.
Yeah, seeing the inside of humans' body.
What's 40 times 12?
How much are you
Wait, you're saying in like,
Let's look back at this.
that's true.
Let's focus.
Did you not hear that?
Okay. So, utilities, how much are you gonna spend on gas?
Transportation, you
and electricity?
Very expensive.
Gas.
Where'd my phone go? Transportation, you are not
My mom probably spent $200 on gas a month.
It keeps on going. Oh, okay, yeah. You can just round it up.
My car is
Okay, it looks like everybody's just about just about. Okay. All right, so what I want you to do now is to compare it, okay? So everybody pull out your Chromebook. Get your Chromebook and log on to SCOAS.net. And once you're on SCOAS.net, the username is Blackwood MS and the password is Chargers. So log on. And it's actually a lowercase b. That's what other familiar words with it. Yeah. In case it does not, case letters. Okay, anybody needs assistance? Everybody has it? Okay.